The Phoenix Suns and Milwaukee Bucks are set to face off in the 2021 NBA Finals. Can we just take a second to celebrate these two teams battling to be the kings of the NBA? Because it is so strange not seeing the Lakers or the Warriors or one of the usual faces of the NBA in the finals. Personally, I think this NBA Finals will go down as the culmination to one of the most unforgettable seasons in NBA history. In this video, I'm previewing the series between the Suns and the Bucks. I'm going to give you my prediction for who will win it and take home the NBA championship. Suns and Bucks, Bucks and Suns, Antlers versus SPF 300. Can Chris Paul cement himself as the greatest point guard in NBA history by winning a championship? And can Giannis Antetokounmpo prove he's part of the NBA elite with an NBA title? There are so many layers to this matchup. First though, how's it going everybody? This is Troy with the Half Court Report YouTube channel. Make sure you drop a like on this video, really helps out the channel, and it tells YouTube to show this content to more people. If you haven't already, be sure you are subscribed so you never miss another NBA video. Videos coming out several times a week about anything and everything NBA. Definitely want you to be a part of it. The Phoenix Suns were my team back in the day. I'm actually pretty psyched to see them in the finals for the first time since 1993. Plus, they have Jay Crowder, and I really enjoyed watching him with the Grizzlies last season. The Suns have been in the NBA for decades, but they have never won a championship. And besides 1993, they have only been in the finals one other time, and that was in 1976. Oh man, 1976. That was the year of my Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. Yeah, I remember as a boy driving around the concrete jungle of Duluth, Minnesota in this bad boy, Earth, Wind, and Fire, blasting from the 8-track, cutting class to go hang out at the malt shop. You know, mean old Mr. Henderson at the high school said I'd never amount to anything with all this class cutting and malt sipping. Well, here I am with a medical degree from the University of Phoenix, a corner Fountain View apartment, and a collection of DVDs that would make Blockbuster Music jealous. And of course, I'm still blasting some tunes from the 8-track player of the Cutlass Supreme. Yeah, so who's laughing now? Oh, right, yeah, we have a video. So the Suns are having a great postseason. They're all like, hey, don't mind me, just gonna knock off the defending champion Lakers in 6 games. Then for good measure, I'm just gonna sweep the Nuggets and reigning MVP Nikola Jokic. Then they said, hey, I like beating that one Los Angeles team so much, I think I'll just do it again with the Clippers. For this series against the Bucks, though, all eyes going to be on the big three of Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton. Now, let's talk about Chris Paul for a second. He's just an extension of the head coach on the floor. This could be the series that defines his career. His first time in the NBA Finals. The Suns are 100% in the position that they are in because of the play of Chris Paul. The impact he brings outside of the box score can't be overlooked. The playoffs has also been a huge coming out party for Devin Booker after spending the first 5 years of his career in Phoenix, missing the postseason, and frankly, being on some pretty bad teams too. He's making up for lost time in a big way. He is shooting the ball well, averaging almost 30 points per game in the playoffs. DeAndre Ayton is doing DeAndre Ayton things, running toward the rim for easy buckets, crashing the boards, playing some solid D. He is showing grit out there, showing why he needs to be in the conversation for one of the best young centers in the NBA. You got guys like Cameron Payne playing out of his mind in the backup point guard position. Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges adding glue with their hustle, defense. Torrey Craig is really fun on this team. He was actually with Milwaukee before, so another fun little wrinkle to add to this series. I just keep thinking, if the Suns had only drafted Tyrese Halliburton instead of Jalen Smith, how much better would this team be set up for the future? Suns fans, let me know, is the Jalen Smith pick a Dragon Bender level screw up for this franchise? Next up is the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee, Algonquin for the good land. Hey guys, it has been almost 50 years since the Bucks were in the NBA Finals. I'm talking about when they had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the team, okay? They actually have won a title in their history, though. That was in the early 70s. So how did they get here about half a century later? Well, they swept the Miami Heat in round one, completely dismantled them, you could say. The Brooklyn Nets posed a little bit more of a challenge, but in 7 epic games, they got the job done. Now they have defeated the upstart Atlanta Hawks. The neophyte Nest Makers gave a valiant effort, and they made a lot of new fans in the NBA during this run, but they just couldn't make it to the finals. The Bucks are a fun team to watch, lots of likable personalities, and after failing to reach the finals the last 2 years, it's put up or shut up time for the Bucks. They want to win it all. So let's go through this Bucks roster, see what the Suns are going to be going up against. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2-time MVP, does everything from scoring, rebounding, playmaking, being a defensive menace. I'm interested to see how he's going to be utilized against the Suns if he plays. If you'll recall, he's out with a severely hyperextended knee. His absence changes the trajectory of this series in a big way. Joining him in the starting lineup, Jrue Holiday. He himself, one of the best defensive guards in the league. One of the more underrated players, too. It's his first year with the Bucks, but he's shooting a career high from 3. Plays very efficiently on the floor. Definite upgrade from what they had the last several years with Eric Bledsoe. Chris Middleton has really stepped it up this postseason as well. He's kind of proving to me that he is a legit second option. Like Jrue Holiday, also a very efficient player, amazing shooter, brings intangibles to the game, the type of player you want to have in the trenches with you when the games are tight. Let's talk about Brook Lopez. He's the Stanford man in the middle. He's completely reinvented his game over the last few years as a stretch big. I like what he brings on the defensive end, too. Coming off the bench, guys like Bryn Forbes, Bobby Portis, Pat Connaughton, PJ Tucker. He's a real playoff-tested veteran to add more versatility and switchability to this team. This series is all going to come down to how well Milwaukee executes while also dealing with the size the Suns will bring to the floor. But get this, the Bucks have a history in these playoffs of handling talented big men in the NBA playoffs. Bam Adebayo, Blake Griffin, Clint Capella, they've all been defeated by Milwaukee. Can DeAndre Ayton do something none of them could? And Chris Paul going against Jrue Holiday will be a really fun matchup. The PJ Tucker, Jay Crowder matchup is going to be a battle. And what will Jay Crowder and Mikal Bridges do to contain Giannis? DeAndre Ayton and Dario Saric will probably get a fair share of time trying to defend him as well. And seeing if Devin Booker can get his numbers against this Milwaukee defense will put him on another level amongst the NBA's best shooting guards. So here's the pick. It's going to be close, but the Suns will finally accomplish a feat that has eluded them since they came into the NBA. My prediction is that the Suns will win in 6 games in one of the most unexpected conclusions to a season in NBA history. And get this, the Suns will be returning essentially the same roster next season. Could they repeat? We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Let me know in the comments who you've got winning the NBA title. Drop your predictions down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like to help support the channel. Make sure you are subbed for new NBA videos several times a week. Check out the boxes on the screen for more NBA content just like this. My name is Troy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Half Court Report.